From our nation's capital, welcome to one of the most unique atmospheres in pro football. According to ESPN Bet, because they have looked great so far. Kickoffs from the 20, and Paxton Brooks gets it away to Blake Jackson from just inside his 20. Has a seam out to midfield. And the former D3 quarterback with a burst up the sideline. And a stiff arm to the 25, and what a start. Pearson is slot right. Out of the pistol, it's on the ground again with Sailors, former FCS All-American out of East Tennessee State. As Pearson in motion on first down. And McCarron to the air for the first time with pressure coming. Down he goes, and the ball's out. Malik Fisher brought the pressure, and DC's got the takeaway.
Off the edge. Watch his hands. He leans. All of a sudden, he's chasing, pursuing, and he's chasing the football. Defensive ends, pass rushers. Don't just get a sack. Go take the football.
They're trying to set something up, so keep your eyes on that this game as well.
So Greg Williams' defense with a takeaway to start, and Jordan Ta'amu has nothing through the air. So his tight end out of Tennessee, offensive player of the year last year, got a look in camp with the Minnesota Vikings. To the air on third down, downfield, and he is picked. Turnovers galore right out of the gates, and it's Brandon Sebastian, the former
defensive coordinator Donnie Abraham, has been begging for turnovers. You see Travis Feeney bring pressure right in the quarterback's lap. He talked about this, pass rush and coverage working together, and so you saw.
And a quarterback who can handle all of it mentally. Throws a screen, one of those again for the Battlehawks, and here is the guy they call Peasy. Ja'Cour Pierce, 5 of 7 on fourth downs this year. And the pressure is coming. It holds up, and McCarron's got it to Hakeem Butler. The former Iowa State Cyclone takes it in for 23.
So Michael Joseph, undrafted free agent for 2018, used to be an outside
corner. For A.J. McCarron. Pressure comes. McCarron toward the end zone for Butler. And a touchdown.
So you heard that. He took a huge shot. Zero pressure. But look at it. Inside route. Swearinger
so far this season through 4 games. Empty again for McCarron, throwing left side for 2.
Hands. It could turn ugly.
To the air. Ta'amu on the out pattern finds Kelvin Harmon. Yards for Harmon. Top 5 in the league in that category. Third down and 6. Ta'amu plants. Looks. Pressure comes. Ta'amu nearly escaped, but he's down. Peter Taumoepenu got to
Kobe Smith and Peter Taumoepenu both got through that line. That was a rollout to the left. Great coverage on the left side, really the right side of the defense. You have to go to your second and third read. Unavailable.
It was actually one of the things.
Paxton Brooks has it blocked. Pops up in the air. Keelan Kennedy got a piece of it on the recovery. And Nico Bolden with the block. And another momentum swing for St. Louis.
I say that defense wins championships. I'd argue special teams wins championships. Look at Nico Bolden, signed 5 days ago on the inside pressure. Gets the pump block.
Who can handle all of that mentally. Third down, pressure comes. McCarron can't get away from Fisher. His second sack in the red zone, and it's fourth down.
On the offensive line, Cole, I'll tell you, and you know just as anybody, that's on the QB. There was an inside pressure, and all of a sudden, Cole, what happens when there's an inside pressure?
Got to take the nearest.
Syracuse, as the nation's best kicker, is 8 for 10 so far this year. And Andre Schmidt connects to make it 11-0 Battlehawks.
Get the ball out. You got to know the timing.
Ta'amu over the middle for Roland, and he is picked again. Off the ricochet, Cam Kelly takes off with interception number 2 for the Battlehawks.
Trying to go win a chip. It looked like he may have been down by contact. Chris Rowland takes a big hit by Quinterio Cole.
Right to me, so God is good, man.
Great stuff. Aztecs for life?
Yeah, Aztecs for life.
A couple of San Diego State products there. Gallman on the ground down to Sebastian. Cam Kelly with interceptions. And on third down and 3, it's a screen for Jacob Sailors out of the backfield. Blown up by Michael Joseph. Fourth down. Andre Schmidt tried, this time from 51 after he made from 37. And Schmidt buries it.
Oh,
with a laser to make it 14-0 St. Louis.
An ordained minister to marry some of his former players. They said, who can marry us, number one. Number two, he said he wanted to send a message to his team about resilience. Yes, I just had surgery.
And got him in to see the right folks immediately. After 8 yards to Hakeem Butler, here is Pearson hauling it in at the 40 from McCarron. And St. Louis takes it into plus territory. Amen. Second down for the Battlehawks. And McCarron sets up the screen. Here is Sailors. The former FCS All-American goes barreling for a first down to the 20. Well, Wayne Gallman is the running back this time. They give it to him. Gallman's got a lane. Gallman cuts inside the 10 and takes it to the 5. Gallman.
This offensive line has been the highlight of this offense. Look at it. You see, shout out to Jared Jones-Smith, left tackle. Forces Andre Mintz up the field.
Announced in the stadium here in D.C. as well. Second down, Sailors up the middle. And he plunges inside the 5. Third down and goal. 3-man rush. McCarron flush. McCarron for Aitman, and he just sails it with everything. If you're Anthony Becht. From 22, and Andre Schmidt stays perfect. 17-0. St. Louis trying to get to 4-1. Jordan Damu at the controls for DC. Cam Harris on the ground. Last year he was working at a car dealership.
Second level if it's a run play.
Costly penalty, and now Cam Harris rumbles forward. So this is an offense whose longest play entering this drive.
That block. You want to continue that win.
It wiped out a good gain, and now third down. Ta'amu rifles, and he's got his tight end, Alex Ellis, for a first down. Boy, did D.C. need that. By 17 here in D.C. Pressure comes. Ta'amu rolls, tucks and runs. Ta'amu turns it upfield, and he got leveled as he slid by Quinterio Cole.
And for 2 yards.
Cam Harris from inside the 5 got submarined by Sebastian after 2 yards. Harris, Ta'amu under center. Again, it's Harris with another dive for a touchdown. DC's on the board. He did stick with it, and now they go for 2 from the 5. Ta'amu steps up, and Ta'amu goes down. A swarm of bad communication. Late play clock. McCarron on third down. Checks it down to Sailors. Got bumped out of bounds short of the sticks. Number 1. Top of your screen. 4-man rush. McCarron looking that way, and it's incomplete, intended for Butler. Santos Ramirez in coverage, and DC gets a turnover on downs. Can't use it without a timeout. So DC gets it back and goes to work with Zaquandre White trying to get to the edge, but he gets swung down by Travis Feeney.
Inside the last 5 minutes.
Turning clock, second down at 6. Ta'amu rolls out, gets rid of it for Rowland for a first down. Inside the 40, it's 10 yards for the... Ta'amu stands in, and now he gets rid of it. And he's got Smith again right near the sticks, and it's a first down.
There we go.
Inside of 20 seconds to go. Quick release, it's Kelvin Harmon. Tries to make a man miss, and a stiff arm. Harmon's got a touchdown! A one-man wrecking crew! So far. Going for 2 from the 5, down by 5. And Ta'amu incomplete. And so the Battlehawks have had great field position, are backed up to start. McCarron for Butler on an out pattern, trying to shed DJ Swearinger. And forward progress here today. Third down, pressure comes. McCarron is swarmed and sacked. He got walloped by Malik Fisher.
He got 3 sacks from Malik Fisher on the up and under move. Why does this matter?
In additional sections.
Part of the atmosphere here in D.C., who is on the move. This is Caden Smith, and the tight end plows out of bounds. Zaquandre White up the middle, and he rumbles to the 30.
Up next week.
Now it's third down for D.C. 5-man rush. Ta'amu across the middle and dropped. Oh, right near the sticks to Kelvin Harmon. On Matt McCrane from 48. He's been perfect this year and one of the best kickers in the UFL, and it's off the upright. A drop and a doink for DC. Says his team's got a pristine pass rush. Yes, please do, Cole. This is on the ground with Jacob Sailors with running room for
nice
first
run.
down to the 50.
Defensive man outside linebacker. I was at practice. I was intimidated by Derek Roberson, the former Texas Longhorn, who ended up transferring as well. He is a monster transfer.
It was part of a double team, but it had no impact on the play. So it's not just was he grabbed, did it impact the play? We just didn't feel it did. We wouldn't want our officials to call that on the field, so we're not going to add it in replay.
Let the play clock come down for Paxton Brooks. Stevie Mitchell, he's got some speed, takes it from the 45 off the hop. The former USC Trojan gets to the edge. Mitchell ducks out of bounds inside the 30 to set up St. Louis. Numbers look eerily similar to this point. Sailors lost his footing after just a couple, so he dives down at the 20.
It depends on who that individual is.
On third down, McCarron to the sideline for Marcel Aitman, who gets wrapped up right away by DeAndre Baker. Andre Schmidt had to kick 3 times earlier, and this from 39 is good to make it an 8-point lead for St. Louis in the final 90 seconds of the third. Against the 4-man rush to Amu. Takes off and gets tripped up by Travis Feeney. For his defenders as we start the fourth, and the ball swatted out. It's loose and picked up by the Battlehawks. Willie Harvey the takeaway, and St. Louis with another one.
Does hit the ball.
Fumble.
I was going to go. 51 ran out in the middle.
Yes, we're good. Turnover clear.
Fumble. Tamu's been picked twice and has now fumbled. Ja'Cour Pearson back into the game after those cramping issues, and on a screen he gets pushed out by Anthula. Sailors was 40.5. He's got 40. This is on the ground, and Stormy Bonantoni rejoices.
You love to see it, gentlemen, because there was a time when Jacob Sailors was cramping a little bit on the sideline.
Falcons practice squad this year got waived in January. Second down, McCarron on a crosser for Hakeem Butler with a stiff arm upfield, and he is marked out of bounds at the 7.
Hakeem Butler is so hard to guard, not just because of his size, because of his catching ability. He was a 4th-round pick by the Cardinals in 2019. He broke his hand his rookie year, was out the entire season.
Butler's got 68 yards through the air. And now Wayne Gallman, the former New York Giant, up the middle toward the goal line. Gallman pushing the pile. And marked just short. Inside the 1, favored by 8.5. Trying to cash in the red zone with Gallman for a touchdown. They finally Big Ten at Penn State, blocking for Miles Sanders and Saquon Barkley, and watch 74.
Yeah, and look, I'm not sure what happened. It may have been that knee.
5, leading by 14 early 4th quarter, and A.J. McCarron goes down. Sacked by T.J. Barnes, the 350.
For what, 2 quarters? And then all of a sudden you come right back in. They put you on 360-pound T.J. Barnes. He gives you a little bit of a power rush. I mean, that's difficult to stop in and of itself.
But your backs are up against the wall. Ta'amu gets rid of it quickly to Kelvin Harmon, his top wideout, for a first down.
Tight end, let's go. Like, we got guys big enough to hold the 4th down, but we got to come up with a plan.
Defense on the move with a first down to Kiki Cutie. And now Cam Harris, the former Miami Hurricane, up the middle, and he picks up 5. Side kick alternative that's been a lot of fun. Zaquandre White left side, and he doesn't get there. 4th down coming up for DC. First 4th down attempt for DC today. And it's White up the middle, pushing forward, close to the line to gain, and I don't know if he got there. It's a turnover on downs, and a Bulldog slow to get up. The Battlehawks, their depth being tested. Their defense rises up. Lewis at 3-1, has the football in the hands of A.J. McCarron. Down the sideline for Butler to high point it and break free. Hakeem Butler looking back and 80 yards to the house.
Offensive line. This dude is an animal. 8 receiving touchdowns last year in the XFL. Led the entire XFL. This year, he's picking up where he left off. Perfectly placed ball by AJ.
Play fake on second down. Ta'amu unloads and he's picked. Mike Rose takes off. Down the sideline to the 10. St. Louis is
Right
third.
there in the middle of the screen. Playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes. The key here, getting depth. He's backing up. He's backing up. He's reading the QB's eyes. Ball's right to him. Mike Rose, Iowa State Cyclone. Big time play. We don't do that.
Wants his guys to keep it classy. Jacob Sailors up the middle, getting a push. Touchdown. It's a St. Louis onslaught in D.C. 12, midway through the fourth. McCarron pulls it, throws it. Butler on the fade for the extra point. And he takes over here midway through the fourth. Zaquandre White a second time. He gets stood up. Headsets that you can use on your entire team and divvy him up, offense or defense, however you want. White goes up the middle and it's short. Fourth down goal. Top 2 in each conference go to the 14 playoff. On fourth down, it is White. Stood up by Kobe Smith. The exclamation point on a stout defense.
And developing a culture.
And they can give A.J. McCarron a breather. Manny Wilkins pulls it. And goes high-stepping and hurdling. Left side, rising over the top. Going forward with Manny Wilkins. High snap on third down, and this gets blown up in the backfield. On the give to Gallman. 100 quarterbacks wanted someone who could process and get it out quickly. Big hit defensively there from Chris Garrett.
Whether it's him, whether it's DJ Swearinger, some of these players, wow.
That is a block and then some on the punt, and it's picked up off the recovery and taken inside the 10 by Quinterio Cole.
Phase, offense, defense, another block punt off special teams. Chris Garrett, the 7th round pick a few years ago.
It's amazing.
Wilkins hands off to Wayne Gallman. Gets submarined by Garyon Conley for the Battlehawks. Wilkins pulls it. Bradley blocking at the edge, and Wilkins reaches out. Touchdown. Everything coming up, Battlehawks.
Wingspan. Didn't have to use all of it on that one, but great job on the keep. And then you see it going to the edge. Malik Fisher matches him up. That's physical.
A.J. McCarron. St. Louis goes for 1 from the 2. Again, no kicks in the UFL. It's a tiered extra point system of 1, 2, or 3. And they get stopped by May 11th when St. Louis will be at Birmingham. White on the ground in the waning seconds. Pretty thorough all the way around.
For starting the game slow, at least in the red zone, and still overcoming. A team they weren't able to beat before found a way to do it now.